So today is gonna be a game that I have an iffy relationship with. So today's gonna be RiME. And I've actually done a video, about 2.5 hour video of this game already. It doesn't exist on the channel. I made it back in either late February or early March. I think it was early March. And I was not pleased with the end result of it. Now, I got this game when it came out, and I was super excited for it for the Switch. This is being played on the Switch, obviously. And this is one of the worst Switch games I've ever played. I hate to say that. I deleted the video that I had made. I never put it up or anything. I deleted the video I made just because I tend to hold myself to a standard of not getting too pissed at something. And I didn't get very pissed at this. I just was annoyed the whole time, and I thought, this ain't a good video. So I scrapped it. And I'm feeling pretty good today, so I think I'll take another look at it, and hopefully, if you're watching this now, then it passed my standards of quality. I could actually continue where I left off last time, which is this second area. But I'm not. I'm gonna start over fresh. Now, I want to like RiME. I still want to like this game. I can't because of how crap this port is. I know that the PS4, Xbox One, and the PC versions of this game are very good. I got the Switch version because I wanted some sort of artsy game. So let me take you back to 2017. So 2017 has just happened, and in February, they show off, before the console comes out, they show off a trailer for the Super Bowl. And in that trailer, they have RiME. And it's this Journey-esque artsy game where there's puzzles. And it has a stellar art direction. I still love the art in this game. This is beautiful. And you got Breath of the Wild, you got Fast RMX coming out, you got Snake Pass if you want a puzzle game like that. But I wanted this to be my puzzle game for the Switch, so I expected this from the trailer and the information at the time for this to come out sometime around May, April-ish, when the PS4 and Xbox versions come out. This didn't come out for about a year until a year after that, at the end of 2017 in November. And by that time, I was kind of not really interested in the game anymore, just because I'd heard nothing about it, and my expectations were lowered after hearing some issues with Greybox and Tequila Works. So this is how it starts. You're this kid who wakes up on a beach all alone, and there's seagulls everywhere, and there's a weird-looking tower off in the distance. That's another thing I'll say. This game looks fantastic. Even on the Switch, it looks great. It's not an overly complex game to render, so I would expect the Switch version to look great. Now, I'll immediately say now as to why this is the worst Switch game I've played. Now, this is just what I've played. I know that there were a lot worse games out there, but what I own physically, this is the lowest performance version of any game I've owned. And that is because of the performance. This thing stutters. I wish I kind of kept some of the footage from last time for how ridiculous it got. But there are moments in this game where the frame rate is 0 and it'll just skip to the next scene because it can't keep up. I was waiting for about a year through 2018 for them to fix the issues with this game so that I could play through it the entire thing. I still haven't played through the whole thing just because of the issues with it. It frustrates me so much. It won't be evident for a while, I don't think. That's the thing. When it happens, it tends to be in cutscenes and or events in the overworld. So I'm not going to ramble too much while playing this game. I'm just going to try and let stuff happen on its own and play the game. When stuff does happen, there will probably be some sort of, like, see that kind of reaction? I don't know. But that's, like, look at this. I love how this looks, although the kid is floating right now, but that doesn't matter. Like, I love this weird, fictional Greek Mediterranean architecture. This is wonderful. So, I say it's like Journey. There's a bit of frame crust. I say it's like Journey. It's just an artsy game is probably the best way to put it. It's not really anything like Journey. It's just a puzzle game. There's a boar protecting that. I believe I need a fruit. It's been a couple months. Obviously, I played this last in, like, March. So I still remember how to do this first area. The second area, where you're being chased by the pterodactyl, I don't remember the most about. And I think I got up to the third or fourth area when I first played through this, and then just got so... The second area is horrible with the frame drop stuff. But I think I got up to the third or fourth area, and then I just bailed because I just couldn't... I just... At that point, I just became so disheartened. It's like, I waited a year for this game to come out, and I spent $50 on this thing. This game was $50 at launch. And it was shit. Like, look, even right now it's a little annoying, because I can tell the frame rate's dipping down to like 20 FPS. And then it goes back up, and then it's back down to 20. My capture card captures at 30, so it's not going to be the biggest noticement probably on the capture. Because it's supposed to run, I think, at 60. I'm not sure on that, though. Okay, yeah. So I need to get the rest of these. There's one up there. Now, games that disappoint me tend to... I keep them. And I use them as reminders for getting excited for various reasons. This, to me, is a reminder of don't get excited for Switch ports. Is probably my best way of putting it. Because some of them are not always great. LA Noire is a great port on the Switch, and it's optimized way better than this. And like Rodea the Sky Soldier's another one where I have the same emotions of where I was super excited for it, and I was let down by the results. And I keep that as a reminder of pre-order hype. Oh, come on, man. I jumped on there, you just didn't grab onto the ledge. There we go. The puzzles in this game aren't very hard either. It's alright. I know that was overall for the game, just in all versions, that was kind of the criticism I remember of this game. It's just the world looks great. The game is fine. Why did you jump that direction? I was trying to turn right. Don't start acting like Mario in Mario Galaxy, where I'm going one way and then you go the other. I remember it being praised for its graphics, and its storytelling is decent because it's all just... It's not directly told to you. You kind of have to piece it together. I still love that, though. When you look up at the tower, that effect... Oh, that is so good. I love that vertigo effect. If you've ever been in a city, like Chicago, New York, anything, and you look up at a building, you get that kind of vertigo effect where you look up and everything kind of zooms in like that. That is fantastic. Just the scale of things. I'm not sure what this is. Is this a collectible? I don't think I've ever gotten this. Can't jump on this pillar to get up. It's not like Breath of the Wild where you can just jump anywhere and climb on stuff. There's nothing I can yell at. Can't even walk through here for some reason. Okay. I'm just gonna go back then. This seems very pointless. Actually, that's the way it came. What's this other way? Well, I found something new playing this for the first time in a while. There's some sort of collectible over there. Wait a minute. No, that's not a way down. You have to get down to get over to that one, I know. And there's the guy on the coast up over there. The weird shadow figure, who I assume through what I get of this game is probably the dad or the ghost of the dad of this kid. Given the story that I have seen through the times I've played this. Now, I'm not sure if they did any later print runs of this game or not, but the original run of this game came with a bunch of bonus stuff that I don't think was in any of the other versions. It came with a cloth map of this area. The soundtrack for the game, which is phenomenal. I love the soundtrack to this game as well. It's very good. Can't really swim under. There's the guy up there. Who is he? I don't know. Spooky. No, get up there, dude. Hey, get up. There we go. That was overly difficult for something very simple. Now let me grab the case real quick. What did this game come with? I know it came with a bunch of goodies to try. That's the funny thing. It also came with like a little... Alright, here we go. It came with a little art book and, yeah, cloth map, the soundtrack, an art book. I want to say there was a part of this that was like an apology for the game, honestly. I think they actually put some sort of apology. Looking through the art book, it's nice stuff. It's a lot of fan art, it's a lot of concept art. Put that down. Trying to look through this book. I know somewhere. I don't think it was on their social media. Oh. You know what it was? There was a sticker on the front of this game. Yeah, there was a sticker when I bought this at GameStop. When they finally got the pre-orders and then I pre-ordered it a year prior. It had a sticker on the front of it that had something along the lines of bonus CD for those who were waiting or something like that. I don't know if GameStop put that on or if it was on the game itself. I know that there was something on the cover on the saran wrap that said something like that. Regardless, it's pointless at this point. The game's out. It's been out for years. Yeah, I just remember there being a sticker on the cover of the case kind of saying something about a bunch of bonus stuff in the Switch edition, kind of as an apology for the fact it came out so late, and I assume how it turned out. Okay, so that was that one. There's still one over here. Like, I've already gotten the one on the beach. And this, I thought, just led to that collectible I didn't really care for. Trying to think, where the heck? Because that's the next area. That over there. And when I say areas, I mean like this geographic kind of thing. This whole thing with the tower, that stuff over there. This is all kind of level 1. It's a pretty big area. Ooh, Northern Lights. Yeah, there's nothing over here but a collectible. Why the heck is the fox statue pointing in this direction? I remember those being placed as directional cues. Also, the time in this game is kind of dynamic. It just has its own day and night cycle. Actually, yeah, I'm just missing one. I think. I don't know. Okay, I need to go this way to get there. The first major stuttering that I notice for the performance tends to happen when the fox appears, finally. The fox is like your little companion or whatever in this game. It's kind of an ugly looking thing, honestly, compared to other foxes I've seen in games like Ghost of Tsushima where they look normal. This has a massive head and is kind of cute because it's a fox, but at the same time its head doesn't look right. So this is one. There's gonna be Mr. Cape Man here again, and then he's gonna disappear. I see you. Get back here, don't run away. You can't hide from the truth. You gave me the slip. It's a ghostly figure of Father Time. Some frame drop. That's the thing, whenever something dynamic happens in this game is when something tends to just ruin the frame rate. And I don't understand why. Like, I just don't think this game was really well developed for this system. I was so annoyed at this game at one point, I actually contacted one of the guys I know for Nintendo and asked him honestly about this game, like, what's the deal? Why did Nintendo, like, not ask questions about this? Because to me, Nintendo fully backed this game because they put it in their Super Bowl ad to advertise the system. That is a pretty fucking big deal as a company promotion in all regards. Regardless of what company is, if you're in the Super Bowl commercial, you're being seen by millions of random new people, and you're also in the same commercial promoting a new system as well. That's like Sony putting Demon Souls in their PlayStation 5 reveal trailer. That's a pretty damn big deal. And quite literally, his response was, it's not really our problem, it's just some shit devs. Just blame the devs. They didn't own up to what Nintendo was trying to promote it for. And that was pretty much the answer I had gotten from him, and that's the answer I just kind of stuck with of, okay, so this is fully on Greybox and Tequila Works. Lovely. Why did you... I jumped to the side and he just dropped right down like a rock. You can see I'm already getting a bit annoyed. Thank you. That's what I did last time and it didn't work. That works too, I guess. Should be a collectible in here. No. Oh, there was one here. I think because I've already played through this game a bit, it saves the collectibles I get on my previous playthroughs. I want to say that was like a fox statue or something. Now, is that all of the statues to progress? Alright. Yeah, there's the fox. It looks alright. It's kind of got a weird head. I'm also noticing that the volume for this game is stuck at where I put Super Mario Odyssey, so, well, Odyssey, Super Mario Galaxy, so I'm gonna try and lower it down to normal. That is Ghost of Tsushima's level, so I hope that didn't mess any audio up, but now I should be a bit more louder. Not that this is a loud game anyway, it's a very ambient sounding game. It's just events like that where the music kicks up. I noticed my register was way higher on the audio than normal. Okay, this is where the frames start. It's not even the fact that there are frames dipping. There's just frames missing. There are just missing frames quite frequently in this game. And if everything is normal like it has been for years, there's going to be a ton missing at this upcoming cutscene. When I jump over there. You also can't run in this game. Well, you're running, but you're just kind of walking forward and you get a sprint. Here we go. This is actually so far doing better than most times. Normally it's missing like half of this cutscene. There's still some crust. But it's not too bad. The best one to me is when a bridge collapses for one of the towers in this area. That entire sequence is a slideshow, and it is phenomenal, and there goes the frames again. There we go. Like, look at this. I love how this looks stylistically. And the music just accentuates it. This feeling of grandeur and isolation at the same time. It's like you're finding a lost civilization. Whoa, almost fell. It kind of looks like I have to fall. Yeah, gotta push this over. Music stopped. Oh, there's little geckos on the wall. Right. And yeah, it's pretty obvious. The puzzles here are not too complex. They're not even Zelda difficulty. And most of them are visual like this, where you just kind of have to figure out what kind of perspective the game wants you to take on some things. To open a doorway or something. Or get a key, or just some sort of access to keep going forward. I love that. Okay, a little bit of frame crust getting out here, but what do I need? I need to move this. Over here. Ooh, frames, please. Oh, right. I need to turn this around. There's some weird wizardry here as well, where you have to combine pieces like this, and that's not the most intuitive, but it makes sense to its own degree, I guess. Because you don't have the pieces to do what you need to over here, so you gotta figure that out. Yeah, this whole area is kind of crusty. And once again, I have no idea how it's going to capture because my card runs at a slower frame rate than the game runs. Well, it's supposed to run. This is supposed to be 60, I think. And it's running more at about 20. I remember when I played this, recorded it last time, I jumped off here and died, so I'm not going to do that again. There's the exit. There we go. This is actually going all a lot faster than it did last time because I hadn't played this game for about a year previous to that, but it's been about half a year since I've played this. So I still remember some of the puzzles fine. Where you going, man? Oh, I just missed him. I don't get this. I don't know, it's weird, because like I'm running, when I move, it lights up. And when I stop, it goes away. Normally stuff only lights up when you yell at it in this game. There's a key. Oh, dude. If it's not clear by my intention with this, this is just a one-off, and I'm not going to beat the game. I'm probably just going to get to the second area. I'm just doing this more for myself as like, okay, I have this game. I've wanted to make a video of it for a bit. Just to kind of show it off and give my opinion on it, I guess. And, ooh, those frames. So yeah, this is more a, I don't do opinion pieces on games too much. This is kind of one, I guess. It's more me just showing off the game and giving my little bit on it. My experience with RiME, because it's sat on my shelf for 3 years now, and is a, you could view it, you could view my collection of games that I'm not happy with, just the disappointment. They're disappointing games. And the ones that I've kept are kind of viewed in the same way as you would like a Horcrux, where it's some sort of personal memory. It's a part of an experience to me, and I keep them as reminders. Reminders of the gaming industry and reminders of just generic terminology would be life, I guess. It'd be life. Is this where it breaks? Yes, it is. So, that cutscene loves to destroy the game. And it did so much that I didn't see where my character was. I was controlling my character, but he just fell off the cliff because I was missing the frames for where he was. So yeah, that's a thing. There's a little fox up here. The thing is, I've intended to play the PS4, Xbox, or PC version, probably the PC version just because my PC could easily handle this, and I know then that if anything were to be wrong with the game, it is absolutely the game itself. I've intended to do that, but at the same time, I've kind of clung to this version of the game just because of how shit it is. It's like, if I improve this now, then I really won't have much of a need for this version of the game. It's a really hypocritically weird kind of thing, but when I play a shit version of a game, I want to remember the shit version. Like, if Rodea the Sky Soldier... If Prope is dead at this point, but if Rodea the Sky Soldier got some sort of remaster for the Switch, and it got all new gyro controls and other stuff added for it, and they made the characters not annoying and or dislikable, then I don't honestly know if I would want to play it. Because then it loses the weird... It's not that I want to hate the game, it's just the fact that I know the game as this certain thing, and changing it to me is a little bit not as interesting to me. I'm not saying I'd never play a remastered, well, a better version of this game. I just kind of don't want to right now. I think this has off-put me so much that a better version would just kind of annoy me, because I could have had it from the start. That's probably the best way I could say any of this, is that knowing that there was a better version of this game from the start, after me waiting a year for this version, would probably annoy me even more because of the sunken cost fallacy of everything. It's all just wasted time and effort. But one day. I intend to one day. Yeah, that was probably... I was trying to, like, explain it in the wrong way of what I intended, and the real answer is probably sunken cost fallacy. That's probably what I feel about this. Just the time and expectation, and then nothing coming of any interest. And then knowing full well that throughout that whole time, I could have played a better version. Oh, man. I know it's on a timer, but that's quick. Okay, it's doing it again. This should be fine this time. Rise. Son of Rome. A decent Xbox exclusive. Never fully played through that either. It's on my short list, actually, of games I'd like to play this year, but that would pretty much depend on whether or not if I beat Ghost of Tsushima sometime soon, which I don't think I will, because that game is a monster, and it is super long. You know what this game's aesthetic reminds me of? And this is gonna probably only apply to me and is very odd. But my parents used to always take me to these business buildings that they would talk to, like, associates and such with, and I'd have to just, like, sit there with my Game Boy or, like, a toy or something that I had. And I don't know why, but, like, these orbs and this color scheme, it reminds me of the interior designs of a lot of those places. Just these weirdly modernistic mid-2000s to early 2000s buildings that were very clean, smelled of nothing, and had just kind of modern design furniture and architecture and art inside them and such. Just, I don't know why this... When I see architecture and design like this, it just brings me back to that. It just brings me back to playing Pokemon on my Game Boy, just waiting for my parents to get done with whatever meeting they were in or whatever. It's a nice art design. I don't see it too much anymore. Like, the mid-2000s had this... frames, please. The mid-2000s had this odd architecture aesthetic of being very modern, and the only digital replication that I can put it with as being similar is the interior and exterior design of Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, and a little bit Colosseum. Like the Realgam Tower and like Om's News Tower and such, that was kind of the aesthetic that I relate most to the 2000s to. This kind of clean, future modernistic approach, which, yeah, and kind of like the Wii's aesthetic as well, just this clean design philosophy. And that kind of faded, I want to say around like 2013 or 14, and started becoming the fake retro revival stuff, the foul retro revival of like 80s inspired and 90s aesthetic with random triangles on everything and everything trying to be vapor wavy and lo-fi and whatever and such, which still continues to this day, which I like it. That is, to a degree, something I grew up with as well in the late 90s, but I don't know, I kind of miss this clean-cut aesthetic that those games kind of still capture, and I've seen disappear from a lot of places. Am I stuck in here? I can't jump onto that anymore. Oh, I'm not stuck. I was gonna say, oh, please tell me I'm not soft-locked in here. I can't actually... Oh, I forgot that's where the bridge broke. I can't get up there, of course. Like, the Switch's marketing and aesthetic in itself is kind of a combination of them, although it has more of the... That's the thing, is that I notice these art directions and such that are used in a lot of various fields for certain periods of time, but they often happen so fast and so locally dependent on what kind of media, what kind of location, what type of profession, that it's very hard to really identify a name for some of these things. Like, the Switch's aesthetic is kind of that modernistic thing that the Wii had, but it also has the plain art that the mid-2000s had. My best way of explaining that is Beck's Colors album in 2017. Both the music in that is art rock, and the promotional art and all that used in the cover and just the album artwork itself is very much a definition of what I'm talking about and its art direction in general. It was a very present art format at the time, where things were very simplistic. It's just a color. You might get a black overview of something on top of it, like an outline or a silhouette. And I like that presentation a lot. I was trying to figure out how to get up here. I'm just like, I'm forgetting the mechanics of this game. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Come on. But that art format, whatever it was, only lasted for maybe 2 years. It was a thing I saw a bit of in like 2016 and 17. And then I just kind of saw more and more of the vaporwave and the retro aesthetic stuff kind of take over that in popularity, even as it was trying to do so anyway from the beginning. I did not expect to ramble about art in my free time in this game. I'm just trying to figure out how the heck do I get back to the mainland? I don't remember. Like, the tower's raised in there. I don't think there's any way. Is this a way? No, this is where I came from. There's nothing over here. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the game for a minute and try to figure out how to get out of this place. Because I feel like I'm trapped. Is this a way up? Oh, that is not clearly obvious. That was stupid. Here we go. Ooh, we're missing some frames here. Ooh, that was not the best. Okay, so now I can grab the key and continue. Now I've gotten one key. I think I need to... Oh, I forgot. I think this one's supposed to be an optical illusion of perspective. Yeah, I need to go up here. I need to get... This is the key. As weird as that sounds, this big gate is the key. Yep. Gotta scare this guy. Ooh, frames, please. Gonna have to lure him up. Yo, go get your food. You don't want it? Fine. Get you another one. Come here. That was the wrong place to throw it. This game is actually making me want to play, and it's a completely different game, but it's another artsy game. It's making me completely want to play What Remains of Edith Finch. My problem with that is that game makes me extremely depressed. So I'm not going to anytime soon, because I played that game probably at the worst possible time I could in my life, and it kind of fucked me up for maybe a couple weeks afterwards just playing that. It was let's just say it was a little bit of both a revelation and a very disturbing experience. Yet it is one of the, I will always say, it's one of the best video games I've ever played in terms of like what it's a fantastic piece of art. This room, I think, is the worst room in this area. So that's down. I'm fighting off a sneeze, which I have learned through the course of my life is best done by slowly exhaling. Okay, I need to get that up there. So, let me drop that. Let me... No, I need to drop this up there. Stay on that platform, please. Raise it up. Then I need to drop this here. There we go. Have I finally learned how to do this quickly over the course of 3 years? Maybe. Get that. Jump up. I think I finally have. Because that's lowered now. And then this can be lowered and opened. Wow, that is the fastest time I have ever done this puzzle. And I think I finally figured it out after 3 years. Because normally you're going back and forth trying to figure out which one does what, and then you finally figure it out after like 20 minutes. And it's a horrible puzzle. Whoa, perspective, bro. Gnarly. That's some black wizard magic. I summon Dark Shadow Magician from the 13th realm. Alright, now we got 2 keys. There's a guy up there still. He's with the fox now. Yo. Who are you? Why do you keep following me? I'm your tax collector. Your debts are due, sir. Okay, we're gonna get any frame crust out of this? I'm really curious, because this game's both performing well and, well, better than normal. It's not performing well. That was smooth. That wasn't bad at all. Now I'm curious if this bridge walk is gonna have any issues. This big old tower. That's still the thing. I love the art direction in this game. It looks wonderful. I just wish it ran better. It gets so bad later on. This is nothing what you see right now with these stutter frames where things are missing. There are entire times later in the game where entire sequences are missing and you don't know what just happened. And for me, I finally, I said this before already, but that when that started to just get out of control, that's when I just bailed on this game. It was too unbearable to play this game anymore. This beginning part is probably my most played version, just because this is the best performing part of the game. And to me, the fact that Greybox and/or I still don't remember. I think Tequila Works made this. I think Greybox published this. The fact that Tequila Works didn't ever fix any of this stuff, to me, just shows they're never going to fix this stuff. By this time, they have moved on to whatever project they're doing next. I think they're also the devs for Payday 2. I'm not sure on that. I don't play the Payday games, but I'm aware of Tequila Works making some sort of moderately popular series. Control the heavens. Okay, so that's lit up. I need one with... Oh, okay, I get it. I gotta go back. Gotta turn back time. Gotta stand in the place where you are. Hey look, it's the Tower of the Gods from Wind Waker. He's standing at the end of the doorway down there. Menacingly. Frames, please. There's the fox. Where you going? Don't go behind there. He's always just out of reach from seeing. I'd love to see him disappear. He's a big, tall guy in a chair. It actually looks like he's part of the chair. Now, this is the part where Kratos comes out and starts attacking various demons. After just playing God of War 1 recently, all I'm seeing in here is one of the hallways you'd be in, like, the Tower of Pandora or something. This is very much that. There's just no enemies in here. I forget what you're supposed to do in here specifically. I know that there are torches you can yell at and they light up. And I know that there are those pots you can yell at and they break. And I'm not entirely sure which is supposed to be the way to get through here. Like there's, yeah, these. You just yell at them and they light up. I don't know if I'm supposed to break all the pots or if I'm supposed to light all the torches. Regardless, I'm gonna do what I can. The performance in here is pretty good. It's an enclosed space, so it doesn't really have too many issues. Ooh. Ooh, what's going on? Okay, whatever. Oh, I guess I was just supposed to find the right path through. I thought I was supposed to do something in there. I'm about to die. If I remember right, the path's actually this way. Ooh, I'm being risky here. Okay, nearly died there. Am I supposed to light all these things? Trying to look through the darkness and see where all these things are at. That's the thing, there's some decent puzzles in here. It's just a bit simplistic. I'm just running around trying to find these things. It's not really much of a mind bender. I'm just being debilitated by the darkness. Yeah, I can't find the path up if there is one. Also trying to find any and all of these things. In case they, like, make a staircase or something, I don't know. I don't remember this being this difficult. Risky. Okay, there's one down there. Whoa. Did not fall. Can I just grab up there? Nope. Yeah, this is not the most fun puzzle. Are you singing to that one up there? Jeez, I didn't even notice. Actually, yeah, that's where I'm supposed to get to. So, I have to jump over there from over there. Okay, Ariel, you can stop singing. Nah, I can't. I can do higher pitched voices and such. It's just I need a moment to practice to get up there because my voice is inherently more deep, I guess. The hell is this? This looks untextured. I guess it's intentional. There's not a whole lot of lighting in here anyway, but... Plus, to do a higher range voice, I'd have to be basically singing and yelling. You know, just I have to have more energy in my voice, and it wouldn't be like that. It would be something a little different. It's easier for me to get there if I'm singing along to something like Michael Jackson, I guess. Yeah, this sure is a tower. Mm-hmm. Look at those buttresses embedded into the wall. Exquisite design. Okay, Little Red Riding Hood, what you doing up there? If you haven't paid attention, this is kind of the loading screen for the beginning of the game. I guess. And this is the end of Area 1. I think I'll just kind of show off the beginning part with the pterodactyl thing that looks like it's from Panzer Dragoon. But that door over there is Area 2, the desert/windmill area. It's not a fun area. This is the worst part of the whole game, because you're constantly trying to stealth around and keep away from this pterodactyl while it's trying to kill you and eat you. Added with the frame crust, there are multiple times where I was getting attacked by this thing, and then it would start frame crusting, and then I'd be dead, because I couldn't evade, I didn't see what was happening. And this is pretty much where I just started to not like the game at all. Crescendo in the music. Are we dead? No? Oh, I forgot there are these, like, dream sequences. Your cape's missing. Go get it. I was wondering, like, what happens when it's trying to do its own cinematic scene, and I just go in the opposite direction? Seems it's not what it wants, but it doesn't hinder it too much. It's not like my character goes off screen or anything because I didn't think of that. Go get your cape. That is a horrible looking storm texture. It's just a big... Oh, that was PS2 quality in my opinion. The cloud texture there was horrible. They actually rendered it in like a 3D object, which is impressive that they put through that much effort, and they had the rotating texture on it so it would kind of look like it's all moving in fast. But to me, seeing the fact it's actually a 3D object is like, ooh, that's some PS2 era compensation for clouds. It's good, but once again, for a game like this, it's a little low budget. I wonder if the other versions of this game have that as well, or if it's actually like an aerial mist of actual clouds or not. I don't know. Probably not. So this starting area for Area 2 is probably one of my favorites in the game from what I've seen, just because it is disturbing to an extent. This is some trippy stuff with the black shadows. This is some quality existential horror kind of stuff. You have all these black shadowy figures in the rafters and down there, just kind of judging you to an extent, I guess. But then you have all of these as well. You have these ashen or stone. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't realize. I've never touched one of these before. I never wanted to. Oh, that is fucked. Do it again. Oh. That is horrible. Yeah, that is horrible. Like, what are these things? I've always tried getting a decent look at them, but I can never really tell. Whatever they are, I can tell they're low poly, but... because you can see the vertexes on the face when you're not really supposed to see that. If you get close to this guy, you can see it's supposed to be a perfect circle. But when you get a bit away, you can see there's some sort of connecting lines to it. To the rest of the body. But this is just like, what the hell is going on here? And then the first part of this area is this tomb, I guess. I've never... is he, like, yelling? I think he's angry. I don't think I've ever noticed that either. Oh, the fox is here to help us along. If I can get up. There's the pterodactyl, and there's the windmills. Ooh, the shading just kind of warped in. It was colored like the first area, and then just kind of had to get that reddish glow that this area has. Now, once I finish this puzzle, the pterodactyl thing is gonna show up, and I'm curious to see if it does anything to the frame rate. Here we go. There it is. I hate this thing so much. It's not affecting it too bad. And it's going crazy with the time sphere thing. Now I'm gonna end everything rather soon because the stealth part with this thing is the worst part of the game. There's some frame choppiness here. It is a big area, but really to me it's pretty unacceptable for a simple game like this. Okay, it's gonna... Okay, here he comes. A little bit there. Yeah, when I did my first video, that whole, the whole when he was jumping off up to somewhere around here was pretty much missing. That's the thing, it's not like some sort of hardwired thing into this version of the game. It is the version of the game, it's just how it's running on the system for some reason creates the frame issues. It's just not optimized. That's pretty much just the base thing. This game is not optimized for this system. I'll give this a go, but at my first death, I am gonna stop. Can't get in there. What the heck? Okay, I don't know if that's intentional or not. I don't really think it is, but alright. They should have moved that asset just a little bit more to the side. Because that's supposed to be underground. Here's the key. Well, the keyhole. Let's try getting in here without dying. That's the other thing. I can't really run. My character runs on his own. Can't get up there. Let's try running over here, but I'm probably gonna die. I did not somehow. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, forgot about these guys. It's a cute little mechanic. There's the key. This one goes to the red windmill. Yeah, it's a nice fresco. Oh, it lights up even. The magic of glow-in-the-dark paint. Alright, so I need to find the red windmill. Get back down here and reset the pterodactyl. I don't really know the name for it, I'm just calling it what it basically is. Is there a red windmill, or does it really matter? There's a blue one. There's a white one. And I guess that's red. It's a bit worn down. It's more of a pinkish, but it'll do. I need to run like the wind. Okay. I've made more progress than I expected to do today. That is a quick timer. Ah. Let me try this. There we go. Almost. I need another shadow. Oh, wait a minute. I can just stand over there instead. I can take its place. Yeah. The wonder of light. So I don't know if the pterodactyl's still just flying around. It is. I would really love to see Shisa's do a video of this game just to see like how massive and what's loaded in at all times in this game. And I'm very curious what the pterodactyl thing is doing while I'm hiding and such, and where it goes when... Because you see its shadow overhead when it tries to... Like this. You see its shadow... kind of fly overhead. The camera doesn't allow you to look up in those instances. Like right now I can't even do anything still. I can if I'm out here, but when you stay out there you're gonna die. So you can't really see what it's doing. That would be interesting to me. Okay, I did something with that. I forgot these windmills are like trapping some sort of storm energy thing of some kind. Can't see anything, game. Please, you're hurting my eyes. I'm probably gonna die here. I did not die here. But now I have to go back. Because I jumped down out of panic. So what did it unlock? Gonna die here. Get up, kid. Gonna die. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna probably call it there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out and seeing me just kind of give my thoughts on RiME for the Switch specifically. I don't doubt that the other versions of this game are fine. Can I do anything here? Nope, there he goes. But this version of the game, it's playable, but I'm just disappointed, man. That's probably my basest way of explaining my feelings of this game. I'm just very disappointed that this did not turn out great. The game itself is fine. It's a little boring, but it's fine. The visuals are great. The music's fantastic. I just am so annoyed that a game this simple has performance issues like this, where it's just cutting in and out of frames. So I'll give this one more go, and if I fail, that's that. Okay, that suicide run kind of worked. I don't have this one opened up. I don't know where I would. Oh, I'm supposed to... I've already given my outro and everything, and I'm still figuring things out happening in the game. This. Yeah, the storm clouds or whatever it's doing, the lightning storm. No, there's the fox again. Now there's these weird shadow people things here. I don't really know what their deal is. They are creepy, and they're trying to run away from me, which I find very odd. Normally a thing like this is something that would try to come kill you. That's still the thing. I love their designs. They're simple, yet spooky and weird. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for RiME then. It's a decent game marred by technical issues. And there are better versions of it out there. I don't recommend the Switch version. If you get it, I'd probably recommend the PC or like PS4 or something. My character's floating again. Regardless, I've given my piece about the game. I can throw this finally back on my shelf again and just have it sit there and let it mock me. So thanks for watching, thanks for coming out. If you enjoyed this, alright then. I don't know, it's just my opinion, man. And see you next time, which should be some more Ghost of Tsushima. I don't think Mario Galaxy should be after that, so it should be Ghost of Tsushima. Continue that. So see you later. And have a good night. You guys need to stop making your gross little ghost noises. The Ghostbusters are gonna be on all of your asses. Get out of here. I'm just bullying these ghosts. They all fear me, and yet they're terrifying. I can kind of they have collision. I think they have collision. Because I'm bumping into them, and they're freaking out about it. And then they have some sort of timed exposure where they need to then reset like this. Weird. Whatever. Here we go. Goodbye.